William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. You're going to sleep.
Wingy Boxing IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're here in Leeds, Warrington Galahad. The fight is done. I'm here with Sean O'Hagan, father of Josh Warrington. What are your initial thoughts? How do you feel of your son's win?
Allegedly father of Josh Warrington.
Allegedly.
What I'll say is it wasn't his best performance, but, and I'll say but because there are some determining factors here. I think if you got somebody who came to fight and came to box, it'd have been a different spectacle. What we had there was somebody who came to spoil and hold and rough up. I thought the referee's performance was absolutely terrible. I don't know if I'm going to pay for that further down the line with some of my other fighters. Maybe he'll be a little bit fairer. He might punish me for it, I don't know. But come on, anybody watching that spectacle there, absolutely appalling refereeing.
You're referring obviously to the holding. You wasn't happy with that?
It wasn't just holding, was it? It wasn't just holding. It was bending arms back, it was pulling noses, it was elbows, it was forearms. You know, it was just designed to spoil. And you know, I can understand now why Ricky Hatton and Johnny Witt, a fight never happened. Because we see that time and time again from them, don't we? But listen, I should be happy. I mean, we've got the win. I think that's what champions do, even on a bad night. You keep your belt. You keep them big paydays, you keep them big nights abroad in Vegas, you know. And that's what we've done. It came down to the last 2 rounds. I thought we were in front anyway, by a couple, only to find out that we're not, you know. Apparently at one stage we were 2 rounds down. So we pulled it back down to the last 4. And I think the last 2, going into the last 2, it were even. My danger was that, or my fear, was that rematch, nah, you're going to struggle to get everybody that came tonight to pay to watch that again. It was absolutely appalling.
What went through your mind when one of the judges gave it to Galahad? At that exact moment, what was you thinking? Were you thinking...
Don't get me wrong, he's a cute boxer, he's evasive, he got 1 or 2 nice shots off, and he did, but come on, surely as a judge and a referee, how can you score somebody that's clearly come to spoil and watch one of your colleagues there do absolutely nothing about it? I mean, he warned him twice, but it wasn't just once or twice. It was round after round after round after round, 12 rounds of spoiling, fouling, you know, absolutely. He's saying work it out inside, boys, his arms up here and bent all over here and work it out inside. Jesus Christ, it's not WA wrestling. You know what I mean?
WWE, yeah?
Have a fucking word with yourself, referee. Should you be refereeing?
So we've got Gary Russell.
You know what you should be doing there? We've been in boxing a while now. It should be like, stop boxing. You've been fucking told. I'm telling you time and time again. I'm warning you, this point's coming off. I'll take 2 points, 3, whatever. Do you know what? Do it again, you're disqualified. Make a play game. That's all we're saying, be fair.
So yeah, we've got Gary Russell Jr., Leo Santa Cruz, Oscar Valdez. Now I've heard you mention in the past that you respect Gary Russell Jr. Out of all of them the most, is that correct, skill-wise?
I think he's best of them.
You think he's the best, yeah. Who would you like to see for your son? Who do you think would be a good fight, a good match?
Leo Santa Cruz, I think.
Both going to go for it, aren't they?
Yeah. Santa Cruz or Valdez, and I would think, having watched that tonight, that I don't know, it depends if they're taking into account the spoiling carry on, you know. If they think, well, listen, we'll watch his performance against Frampton and Selby, he can fight. But, you know, now is everybody after saying that going to come and try and spoil, knowing they can get away with it if they get right referee.
Before you actually went into the fight, was you expecting that type of performance from Galahad?
Yeah.
Was you?
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
Go on.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
Ricky Hatton never fought Whittaker because they said it won't be a pretty fight, it'd be ugly, it'd be awful, it wouldn't do no for his credibility. I understand that now. I do understand that. Even a member of his own team said he deserved to lose. I'll tell you why he deserved to lose, because he didn't come to fight, he come to spoil and ruin. He said, and you know, that was a member of his own team. I won't say who. But that is genuine, by the way. That's not me having a swipe at Dominic.
Okay.
That was a member of his team that's very, very close to him. He says, Sean, he deserved that. I said, well, listen, it is how it is. And he says, no. He said, let me explain. And he actually asked for cameras to be turned away, and they did. And he says, he just came to spoil. That's what it is. That's what they do, you know. So that's how it is.
Does Josh adapt slightly for each opponent, or do the opponents can't just handle his one style? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Is it subtle changes?
You've got to try and make changes, haven't you?
Subtle changes, yeah.
So you get an hard night. I mean, that wasn't an hard night. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't an hard night. He did what he had to do. I'm not taking no away from their fighter. He did what he had to do. It was down to the referee to sort out the discrepancies, not him. You know what I mean?
When your son beat Lee Selby, you probably forgot that you mentioned before about kebab and a rum. Is that still on? Me, you, and IFL boys, kebab and a rum?
Of course it's still on. I've got my way for
Here we go.
Bring your own rum, because that's
Navy.
one thing I don't share.
Navy Captain Morgan.
Maybe.
And very quickly, you was also talking.
Papa Don's or Sailor Jerry's.
You were saying that you was sad for the crowd for the fact that they paid for that performance. Could you expound on that a little bit? What do you mean? What did you mean? Just a holding. You felt disappointed for them.
Yeah, listen, he came what he had to do. He might have had a plan B behind that, I don't know. I'm not taking no away from him. He came and he had a good go, and he did get a lot of good work off. He did. It was down to the referee to sort out the discrepancies. And that's my point, is that referee really has killed this arena there.
I understand. Sean, thanks for speaking to Wingy Boxing IFL TV. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you for the next one, brother.
It's a pleasure, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
There you go.
William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. We're going to sleep.